I really don't know where Joe is. We got to start this review. Keep hearing a bunch of commotion. Come on, Joe. We got to go. Everybody's waiting. Joe? Oh, God.
You son of a bitch. Oh, son of a bitch. You think you can fucking attack me in my own house? You gonna attack me? Think you can attack me in my own house? Huh? Oh. Right across the wood, you stupid idiot. Right across the wood. Huh? Huh? Welcome to the fun house, you fucking idiot.
Joe's got to remember that bear has a family. My God, right through the table. Bear's not getting up from that one, folks.
Told you. Told you didn't listen. You didn't listen. You didn't listen. Hmm? You fucking stupid bear. Off! You know what? You know what I think we're gonna do? I think we're gonna... Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh, God, my elbow. Oh, God, my elbow. Oh, God. 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 Oh, God, no. Oh, God. Oh, 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 oh.
Super chat. Super chat.
Oh snap, Joe is going crazy. Did WWE cause this?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh.
I said from the get-go, this is so personal. I knew the bear was out for blood.
Super chat party.
Mysterio out. Andrade and at Mania. Cross fingers.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. I got a fucking review to do. Fuck.
I stepped away to call security. They should be there any moment, but it looks like it's no longer needed. The bear lies in ruin. The house destroyed. This rivalry couldn't be any more personal between these two. Bad blood is an understatement, folks. Let's just hope Joe's okay so that we can get on to
You're
the
listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I want to kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed SmackDown tonight. Compared to Raw, I don't know what to tell you. It had a better pacing. SmackDown definitely had a better pacing than Raw, I can say that much. Let me unmute Mr. DeMacco.
But Joe, are you okay? I stepped away to call security for the bear.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man, but you know what?
That evil bastard, again, sneaking into your own home, trying to attack you with your family there. That's just so vile and vicious.
Quite honestly,
Real
I didn't
grisly
need
thing
any
for him to
security.
do.
I didn't need any security for that bear. I just whooped his ass.
The
I don't know if
security
you
was to
saw
protect
that.
him, not you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was too late because now that son of a bitch is laying in a heap.
I said this blood feud goes back many years, and to say it's bad blood is an understatement.
Well, it's been years of the bear doing this to me. Even I don't know how he found my new address. That's the thing. I got to be honest. I don't get rattled by a whole lot. I don't get rattled by a whole lot ever. But the fact that this son of a bitch found my new address is what's really starting to get me pissed off right now. That's what's really boiling my blood right now. That's the thing that has made me furious.
He's got everybody's addresses, man.
And quite frankly, if I have to RKO, I might have been on after the RKO. The RKO was enough. But that being said, anyway, SmackDown tonight, again, I believe it had more flow than Raw. And quite honestly, I think I gave Raw too much of credit last night with a 4 out of 10.
You were a little, little too high on life.
Because I feel like this is a 5, and I feel like Raw is not a 4, then Raw is like a 3 or a 2. So I feel like you gave it a 2. I feel like your grading was
Come to
more
the dark
accurate.
side.
I will. I'll lower my rating to the dark side.
I don't want it to be that way either, unfortunately. And,
Me neither.
Some people were like, "Oh, you need to take a break, and you're just too sour on it." And I said, "No, because I was so excited for Mania. I'm looking forward to, it's our Christmas for wrestling fans. It's hard not to just genuinely feel excitement, whether that's rose-tinted, nostalgia-based, whatever you want to call it. Sure, but there is interest involved, and sadly, they're just not able to capitalize on what they've done so far. Even more troublesome is we were the first ones to report it last night. Rey Mysterio has an ankle injury as of Raw last night with his match with Baron Corbin. He's not going to be able to compete against Andrade tonight, and as far as WrestleMania goes, they're not sure.
They should have just slid in Kevin Owens. Hey,
who knows what they'll do now? Because we said last night there he was. We had the doctor. We had the exclusive photo of the doctor treating Rey Mysterio. So
can we talk about how I slipped on this piece of wood underneath me, and then I had to throw myself in order to make it to the wood? Can we talk about how funny that was? Watch this. Watch this slip.
and then have to launch myself. Woof. Dude, it's like a magnetic lasso grabbed me and threw me into the, like, whoop, oh, gotta get there. That was like a
stretch a little bit further.
Look at that.
So much for bear insurance. Rostafa's right.
Yeah, right. Look at this thing slip right here. Woof, left foot slips, and then you gotta get there somehow. And even the fucking bear, he might have gone further than I did right there. Look at this. Well, somehow, oh! There's so much funny about that clip right there of the, of the fucking left foot slips. And then the other foot, I think it is, kicks the bear, or maybe it's the same foot. Yeah, that same magic foot takes the bear for the ride as well.
Botch Club's going to have a field day with that one.
I was really mad that that wood didn't break in half immediately and fall over me, so I had to help it along there. I mean, that's was really, I don't understand why that didn't break the way, you know, I had really rehearsed that quite a lot, and I'm actually kind of pissed off that that didn't break the right way. Look at that. Oh, my God, right to the balls. Man, I'll tell you what, that's why you got to be on time to this show every week, because you never know at the beginning, you know, what's exactly going to happen. But the RKO went well, though. Look at this thing in the RKO. Now, there's not a lot of room after that table. That wall is right up there. So you got to leap over it, and you boom. Over. Look at that, though. I buried his ass. And, you know, this is the big thing. I want to point out what a cheap shot artist this bear is. Watch this bullshit. Watch this. Look at that. Oh! Like,
low. He pulled the Seth Rollins there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me, dude. I mean, this bear's a piece of shit pussy. What kind of bullshit was that? Everybody saw that clear as day. I mean, this guy's in my house. He's lucky I don't sue him. He's lucky I put that water in my mouth.
That bear insurance is useless. You need Dave Rose's bear mace again, I guess.
I might have to, that's what it is. Oh my God, dude, the fucking stuff sounded like it. There. Sounded broke. I broke some glass or something. That bear, take that, you son of a bitch. Remember that the next time you try to break into my house. Remember that. That's what I want you to remember, you piece of garbage. You ever come here again, that's what I want you to remember. I want you to remember this. I want you to remember every bit of this, you fucking Berenstein bear piece of garbage. Oh my God, dude. The glass that's just who knows where over there. Anyway, if you missed the beginning of the show, go back and watch that later, but I had to beat the bear's ass. How's everybody doing in the chat? How are you guys? You know what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go, well, I should actually, I don't know, man. I feel like how to trigger the sounds for you is like we got to have somebody call. So you know what I'll do is,
usually what it is.
I'll call myself. If I call myself, that should do it, right? I feel like.
Yeah, so long as you call this Skype, not the other one. The one that we're on now.
I don't even know. It's not working. Oh, well, fuck it. Let's have to deal with it. I'll just let me play a donation or two and see what you guys are thinking out there. What did you guys think of SmackDown? We're going to start from the beginning and go through it. One thing I will say right off the bat, I got to give it to SmackDown. I really think the pacing tonight was really good. Like, whether you like the show a lot, I thought it was just like, it was an okay show. That was an okay show.
Yeah, it was okay, but the thing is that SmackDown always seems to do right is that they focus on something and run with it. And their focus tonight is WrestleMania. Everything is, you know, if they're focusing on a pay-per-view, it's all steam ahead for the pay-per-view. If it's a specific feud and that has to encompass the entire night, then they have multiple segments that build towards whatever the main event is, or, you know, they're good about having their eyes on a certain prize. As where Raw kind of feels, you know, mixed matched and all over the place. At least this was constantly building towards something.
Yeah, this felt together like they had a goal to promote WrestleMania, and the pacing was well done. Those two things, like, this was so much more like I'm trying to think like Raw was just discombobulated. This was so much more together, and it made so much more sense, and there's a word I can't think of, but that's fine. Let's play a donation.
Super Chat Party.
Too sweet.
Hashtag save the bear. Too sweet JCS Army.
What's up, baby?
TGITT.
Hell yeah, too sweet. Thanks for the 333. I appreciate that. And by the way, I might have missed a couple donations while I was beating up the bear, maybe. So I do want to say thank you to those people who I will try to play if I miss them. Yeah, Casey is Raw was chiming in. Time to Play the Dave was chiming in. So we will repeat those donations if possible. So thank you so much for that. Let's see what else we're saying. We will take phone calls tonight. I plan on taking a lot of calls tonight.
Super Chat Party.
Tom.
I feel like a swerve is coming in Kofi Bryan match.
It sure did feel that way with how Kofi was like, you know how this ends and everything else like that. That really didn't seem good for Kofi. Robbie Hyde, I would suggest that the reports of them really pushing Daniel Bryan, man, they might be true. You might see a Wyatt or two or somebody show up in WrestleMania. I don't know. Just seems like some kind of kerfuckery's going on. Robbie Hyde, thanks, man.
I love what Big E said on Twitter. He said, I like to think of SmackDown as the mouthwash you need after the turd Raw just left in your mouth.
Yeah.
Super Chat.
He's like, if I can't get away with this, then I'm back.
LMAOU versus Bear is like Peter Griffin versus Chicken.
Diverse. Thanks, man. I haven't seen that, so I'll have to go look that up. But Diverse, I really, really appreciate that, Diverse. You are a beast.
Super Chat.
That is the 15th Bear
Joe
encounter.
Cronin versus the Bear 5 years of mayhem. Crazy.
Glorious Eugene, somebody get TSS on that and get him to clip all 15 encounters with the Bear, and maybe we can make a video out of it. Maybe I'll make a video out of it, because I have to beat that guy's ass so much. It's fun to remind everybody of when I do have to do it. And we had to use Devious Dave Rose's Bear Mace the one time I stepped in the ring with the thing. And speaking of him, Devious Dave Rose on the phone right now. What's up, Rose?
What's up, guys? Just to let you know, Joe, strangely, this connection here sounds sort of fuzzy.
Let me unplug and replug. I feel like
it's just the connection.
Does it sound better now?
Right now?
Is it better now?
No, it sounds like there's some sort of buzzing around, when you speak, but it sounds great when the video is out. And when I called your other line, it works fine. So just to let you know, it's probably your tablet or something. But
yeah. That
being said, to be quite honest, this was a go-home show. Despite its failings, because to me, it still didn't live up to what you ranted about the other day, about what should be a good go-home show.
It was a blah go-home show.
But that being said, it was infinitely better than Raw. Raw was just genuinely disappointing. This gave me some excitement. You had The Miz actually put on a really good show, I think, with the Falls Count Anywhere match. And what else do we have here? We had the contract signing, for example, which I thought went quite well. I think Daniel Bryan actually was able to work up the crowd quite well. I think he's getting substantially better on the mic, and he was able to feed off that reaction to sort of build on Kofi. I think he's getting to that point where he's really good at building talent by just making them sound good. And I think Kofi did a good job, but also there's that hype. One side note is Big E. That guy's fucking hilarious. If you could see
his face mannerisms in the background.
Oh my! It was killing me, man. It was killing me through the whole thing.
Yeah, dude, he was making some when Kofi was like, "I'm about to tell you something" or whatever, and Big E was like, "Ooh," he was like doing that. It was like, what the fuck is he doing, dude?
Or when he's sticking out his tongue and looking like he just opens up his eyes all weird, and it was again this show was enjoyable. Raw last night to me was just a challenge to get through, and this, we got Becky tonight. That was kind of cool. She was
definitely blew
that
police officer to get a ride.
Yeah.
She definitely went down on him to get a ride to the arena.
We did it, we did it. I'm going to WrestleMania. It was just whatever.
I thought that was
but the crowd. Compare the crowd from last night to tonight. I think that tonight there was a lot more reaction. There was a lot more interest in the characters involved.
Felt like tonight the crowd was in on the show and it was going to WrestleMania, whereas last night it felt like the crowd was like, "What's going on?" And it's a different thing. It was a total different vibe. The number one thing I keep saying, I'll keep repeating it, is the pacing. It felt like by the time a segment was done, it was like they were on to another thing, and then another thing was happening, and I wasn't quite sure what they were going to do. And in the end, they went with sort of safe PG stuff, but it was, again, like you said, way better than Raw. I mean,
it was also interesting with Alexa Bliss, for example, coming in basically saying, okay, this is what it's going to be for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the blue, no prompts or nothing. So
it is.
And she got a good reaction from the crowd too.
Yeah,
it is disappointing to go ahead and know that the Usos are going to have this 8-man tag, whatever 14 tag, if you want to call it that.
Yeah,
it's just
look what the Revival's going to have.
Well, the Revival is going to be facing Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder,
which is retarded.
Oh,
and
God.
Apparently that's when Kurt Hawkins is going to end his losing streak.
I swear to God, I've said this before, and I'm sure Joe could do a way better job, but you give me 3 months running creative for WWE, I promise you I'll make it a multi-million-dollar, show per show. Like, to me, it just seems so easy. With all the talent that they do have, it's just so easy to be able to make this show so much better, and yet we're seeing all this talent just wasted, like EC3. Like,
the Usos do not deserve to be in a match like this. This screams pre-show. This says pre-show written all over it for this, 4-team tag match. And the problem is that, they had a feud ready-made with the Hardys. They came out, they said their piece about them wanting to, go for another Expedition of Gold, and they were going to capture the tag team titles. That was brilliant in its own right, and, they would have had a hell of a match, even if they found some other opponents. I mean, something. But all these multi-man matches, and it's really disappointing that they're going to be relegated to the pre-show yet again. Another year, another time the Usos don't get a chance to show off. Same thing with the Revival. They're Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. They're worthy of tag team gold at this point.
What do you guys think about Randy Orton tonight?
I sort of like their realism in their little argument, but it was like a repeat of what they did last time. And halfway through it, I honestly had to go check on my kids, and that's the one part of Raw I missed after they started going back and forth about bingo halls and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a recap of what they said last week, but they did add a few other insults here and there that were pretty scathing and cutting. Thing is, it was a huge low blow for me because poor Kevin Owens is just sitting there like, "Yep, you guys are going to Mania." Yes, you are.
Wait a minute. With Ray breaking his ankle reportedly, why didn't they just add Owens to that Samoa Joe match?
That's beyond me. I mean, Mustafa Ali faced Samoa Joe tonight,
or Mustafa
Ali's going to be in the Andre match as well. So
I wanted to mention that as well. I actually enjoy that match.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad match.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate Mustafa Ali was top of the world. A tiny injury, derailed all of the momentum that he had. But rather than try and capitalize on the fans, liking for him, they have a natural affinity for Mustafa Ali, or Ali. I got to get used to just calling him that. They instead can only focus on one person at a time, unfortunately. So Kofi took up their attention. They can't have two people being built at the same point.
Speaking of Ali, is he premiering the Saudi Arabia events? Because I would think that with that name change,
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Well, that's why originally, somebody had said,
but the guy's born in Michigan or something. I don't know, he's pure American, and yet they changed his name from Mustafa Ali, which I think was perfectly fine, to just Ali. I mean, he might as well be fucking Saudi Arabia's was it Crown? What was that? The event, the Crown.
Yeah, it was like the Crown Prince or the Crown Jewel.
Champion. Yeah, exactly. That worthless title that we'll never see again.
Yeah, he could have won it, and he would have looked the part for their culture, I mean, just to be honest, but they had to never use that. Some people actually said they thought he was going to win and beat Bryan at WrestleMania when it was going to be maybe him and Bryan at WrestleMania, when people thought that, just so he could have the thing at the Saudi Arabia show.
Yeah.
Not a joke. People were saying that.
Well, you know what? That would have been better booking than what we're seeing right now, because at least that would be able to hype up the audience for a particular star. Like right now, it just seems so in disarray. It's just like they don't sort of focus on who, like back in the day, you knew who you wanted to root for, and they were also sort of pushing, particular individuals. Right now, it's just like a plethora of nobody that they're pushing.
Yeah,
it's disappointing that again, obviously NXT is different, but what we're going into this weekend is disappointing. I mean, this is WrestleMania 35. We should be expecting something good.
It's another WrestleMania that has to be good in spite of the build, in spite of itself. So it's going to come down to how do the matches deliver or not, and that's it. How the match is going to deliver.
And don't forget that Lars Sullivan he could be appearing Sunday as well. He tweeted in response
and he
to
could
Elias.
Poop himself too. He could shit his pants live on.
But
WrestleMania.
he deletes every tweet that he puts out immediately after.
Oh my
Elias
God.
was saying how WWE doesn't know what to do with me, but they finally got it right. WrestleMania, I'll have an uninterrupted full performance. That's all I've ever wanted. And Lars says, they don't know what to do with you. I'll tell you what, I know exactly what to do with you. All I'm saying is you better play a good song at Mania. You know, kind of like making a indirect threat. And then he deletes the tweet immediately after. So
You know, that might be, I got to be honest, that might actually be WWE. I mean, it's possible it is just his dumbass, but it could be WWE telling him to do that, to throw people a little bit.
Maybe.
Like legit.
It seems and sounds like we'll be seeing him again soon enough.
Yeah,
He's just so ruined in my mind at this point. It's hard to look at him any other way.
Maybe that's his gimmick, the anxiety thing.
I said
like
that.
He'll stop the match in the middle of the thing. No, I gotta go. I've got anxiety.
No,
and then the ref goes, well,
like
those
Eva
are the
Marie with
rules.
the wardrobe malfunctions.
We've got a health policy here.
Dave, no, I said that his thing is going to be the anxiety attack. So in the ring, all of a sudden, he's going to start freaking out. He's going to like shake the ropes, and he's going to start screaming and acting crazy. And then they're going to be like, "Oh my God, Lars has gone into another world. He's having an anxiety attack. Oh my God, here it comes. He's having." Well, they won't say anxiety attack. They'll just say he's having another attack. He's having an attack. And then all of a sudden, you know, he'll hit the finishing move, the anxiety attack on the guy. And he only does it when he goes into that mode, like the Incredible Hulk.
How ironic if it was Moro Ronaldo talking about that.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. My God. Lars Sullivan is absolutely uncaged. Oh, no, Nigel. He's gone into the anxiety. He's gone into the anxiety and the insanity. Oh, my God. What goes up must come down. Anxiety attack by Lars Sullivan on Elias. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Moro, that was one of the most vicious assaults we've ever seen in the WWE. He might as well have just crucified him in the ring. My God, Lars Sullivan is an absolute animal. It would just be man, imagine that call. You get fucking the move is anxiety attack. It's amazing. Anyway,
that'd be great,
Dave.
And now you're hearing things, you know, just as crazy as Lars's proposed anxiety gimmick, like Vince possibly wanting to break up the Revival. You know, Brian Alvarez was speaking about it before, saying that they're giving Vince such a headache and still bothering him that, you know, he's worried that they're going to break up the Revival because of it. You know, and because you have them still kind of trolling and bitching and complaining.
Yeah,
so
they're acting
apparently.
People are acting fucking like psycho.
Entitled? I don't know what the right word is. In that
I don't
scenario,
know what it is, dude. People are just going off on Twitter like nobody gives a shit, dude. Everybody.
I have a feeling NXT is going to be fucking crazy. Like just the crowd, just the build up. I think that NXT on Friday is just going to be fucking. It's on Friday, right? Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night, and it feels like the less interested in WrestleMania we get, that's when those people get more crazy.
Oh no, absolutely. It seems to be a totally separate, like, elite crowd that, you know, is going to be tuning in for this and really supporting it. And to me, like we've seen these events in the past where, again, the crowd is just fucking totally into it, which, again, I said the other day, I really dig, because I think it makes the show more enjoyable, knowing that the people there who are witnessing this in better position than I am, you know, appreciate what's being done. And like, but on top of that, these people really go out on the NXT events. So I just really think that like, especially being in New York, it's going to be crazy.
Oh, absolutely. And Dave, I'm dying to know your thoughts about the, you know, because obviously you said you like Becky tonight, but, you know, Ronda Rousey right now is facing 3 counts of assault, 5 counts of assaulting an officer, 2 counts of resisting arrest, 3 counts of battery, misdemeanor vandalism charge, grand theft auto, assault with a deadly weapon. I mean, it goes on. That's just Ronda's charges. If they were actually charged, I saw the list before of all the charges they would have. It's hilarious. But how did you feel about that angle last night? Joe thought it was hilarious, not what they were intending to make it be. You know, it was supposed to be serious, but he laughed. I was more peeved by it. I was frustrated with it. So how did you feel?
To quote the great Tommy NC, I shall say it was lackluster.
Yeah, it's kind of the unfortunate thing that I'm seeing for most people.
It's like Tommy's
everyone just was
facial hair.
underwhelmed.
Yeah, Friday night will be a takeover review and then turn into monetize this. Everybody in the chat, yes, it will. We're going to have our own championship battle on Friday night. So that's going to be a big deal. Will Bailey put the belt on the line Friday?
The fight was interesting, though, Jake. I mean, it was something. It looked like Ronda, for example, took some big hits there with that door frame.
God,
but,
yeah. She ate it at one point.
It was, I mean, the writing is so cheap these days. Let's put them both in the same police car and see what happens.
I like what a few people said. How did she shift the car into drive?
So that was, dude, when she drove into the other car, that threw me into another like cackling spree,
like a laugh frenzy.
Like, yeah, dude, I almost had a heart attack in my room. Like I was losing my mind. That was some of the funniest, dumbest. Dude, put the Three Stooges theme. Like it just put that.
I heard you say that the other day. That it was literally the Three Stooges.
Yeah, and it's not. Someone sent one, but it's like the real opening. It's like this one. Get this one. Can you hear this? You can't hear that.
I can hear it.
Oh, Dave can hear it, but
yeah.
Jake can't hear it though.
No.
None of these are the right theme. I'm looking for the Three Stooges theme. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, Dave, man, I'm gonna let you go. If
no worries. I just wanted to call in, maybe help you trigger the sounds and stuff, but give my opinion that
you know what it is.
At least this was a better show than yesterday.
I took your call on the wrong Skype. That's why it didn't work. I appreciate that.
That's the other one that's got to go through.
You're a beast, though. Love you.
You're badass.
All right, guys, have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Dave, Devious Dave Rose. 339-226-6610. Let me play a couple more of these so we don't end up like last night.
Super Chat Party.
I'm going to take a lot of calls tonight, guys.
Smackdown, 5/10 Rip Sanity.
I agree. I give Smackdown a 5 out of 10 as well. And I changed my Raw review rating to a 3 out of 10 or something. Steve Callan, thank you so much for the $4. I appreciate it, man. My brawl with the bear took a lot out of me, man. I was rehearsing stuff. Then I had to run around. I'm out of fucking shape, dude. I need a treadmill. Big time. Anything else happen? I mean, there's no status on Ray. I just don't understand how they can't. I figured they would address it. Are they going to think that...
It just says ankle injury. I haven't heard that it was broken, but...
Okay, well, maybe it's a twisted ankle.
Cronin versus Bear. Peter Griffin versus Chicken.
I don't know what that is. I gotta watch that, I guess. That's a new thing. Whenever I used to fight the bear 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I never heard about that. Is there a new episode of Family Guy? Or I don't know. I don't really watch it.
I'm not sure.
I've seen probably a total of like 25 episodes of Family Guy. Even though I think it's funny, I don't know why. I never really I kind of was like, oh, what is that, The Simpsons too? I'm not going to watch it. Fuck it. I know people are going to be like, what? The fuck? But like I just didn't watch a lot of it.
Shit bomb.
It's funny. I love The Simpsons up to a certain extent.
I didn't believe in Kofi Kingston's fake rage tonight.
Yeah, Donnie M. That's the one thing you did notice was Daniel Bryan was great on the mic as a heel, and unfortunately Kofi just didn't match it. Kofi did not match it. He started to, and I went, oh shit. When Big E was like, ooh, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good, and then really just Kofi couldn't match it. Like, it was a little underwhelming. He had to be a face, though, and it was tough. So I honestly, I think it was the best promo he's ever cut like that. But yet it was still...
Shit bomb!
Didn't quite meet it.
The first thing I see when I go on the stream is Joe knocking the shit out of a teddy bear. What a way to start the show.
You like that? Hell yeah, baby. Ghost Scrim 59, appreciate that $5, and thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum. And we are pretty caught up, so I will go ahead back to the phone call real quick. If I take the call, that'd be a good idea. Hey, 407, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I just beat a friggin' animal of the forest's ass.
You mean the bear?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think it's the greatest thing I've ever seen, to be completely honest with you.
Man,
the bear almost had you, but I think
it was a pretty grisly attack. But
I don't care what PETA says. If they want to email me, go ahead, PETA. I don't give a damn. He came into my house. But yeah, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. You know, I was watching that Miz or Sanity match tonight. You know, I'm getting like, I don't know why, I'm getting like the vibe like you could maybe that Miz and Shane match could be kind of like the Kurt Angle Shane match from King of the Ring a while ago. I feel like it could like really maybe steal the show. You know, like I think it could be a really fun match. What do you think?
I literally said that yesterday or last week. I think it might have been yesterday. I was like,
I think it was last week on the SmackDown review.
Last week,
and made it Falls Count Anywhere. We said that there could be some really big spots, and that really screams to Shane's strengths. I mean, he's not a technical wrestler. You know, him and AJ did well, but they relied on some of the bigger spots. So if they have them being able to go throughout the arena, obviously they have stuff planned then. And anytime it comes to those WrestleMania moments with Shane, he really goes all out.
Because Miz isn't very exciting in that way, so I'm a little concerned. Like maybe if it was Shane versus like anybody else, any Falls Con anywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think Shane's going to elevate the Miz to really put his
isn't
neck on the line,
isn't that weird, dude? I think you're right because the Miz just does the same shit every time. It's going to have to be Shane that takes it to another level, that, like you said, elevates the Miz. That's going to have to happen. Otherwise, like Shane versus a Kurt Angle person or something like that would be awesome probably, but I don't know what the Miz is going to be willing to do in this.
Yeah, I feel like they made it a bit more brutal, and this is the kind of stuff we should have been seeing since, Fastlane. The Miz should have been put in more peril than just what we saw tonight, because Shane controls SmackDown, so we should have seen multiple handicap matches and all sorts of stuff, beatings, things like that for the Miz to overcome, besides Shane just being protected by a bunch of indie security guards and Teddy Goods. We really should have seen more of him being the authoritative figure with the family dynamic in there as well, because he's pumping up the fact tonight that, oh yeah, I'm in charge, I can make you jump through hoops and hurdles. It should have been that all along as well. They really should have showcased the Miz's desire and strengths to, want to get through any obstacle possible to beat Shane's ass.
Desire.
Yeah, they showed his desire tonight, by him having to beat up catering, but still.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked what they did with that, but it was just like
it was good. I mean, the match itself was interesting. I like them. You don't often see like backstage brawls and them going out of the arena anymore.
No, yeah.
So that was
and
cool.
Elias, Elias being on location has been better.
Yeah, so there were quite a few things that did work tonight, comparatively so.
Not really a fan of the way it started with Owens' show. He ripped off my show, Owens. Thank you. AJ Styles and that whole thing with Randy Orton was all right, I guess. Didn't hype me more, though. It was okay. I liked that they were kind of shooting in a way. Aleister Black, Ricochet versus the Usos, Rusev, Nakamura, all those people. I don't give a shit. And then we find out
this was kind of a waste again, because we just saw an 8-man tag the night before with Ricochet and Black, and all the participants except for the Usos. I mean, and all the heels are basically just blasé at this point in time. Nakamura and Rusev, as we said before, they don't even want to be there. It feels like at this point they're really phoning it in. It was a short 10-minute match that was broken up with 2 commercial breaks. You couldn't even get all their entrances. And funny thing is, I heard last night after we went off the air that Vince wanted the sounds, and they did it again tonight.
Yep.
So I thought it was a joke. He wants the creaking sounds when Aleister Black is rising up, so it mimics that of a coffin opening for a vampire.
Dude, he's a fucking retard. Like, it was so much better when it was silent as he rose up.
Yeah, now you hear the creaking and the cracking, so it's supposed to sound like a coffin lid opening to make it more gothic.
It reminds me of the distraction in Star Wars on the Blu-rays when you're at the end of the last movie and Darth Vader goes, "No!" as he kills the Emperor or whatever. It's like, no, that's supposed to be him just looking, and then he throws the Empire off the thing, like the Emperor.
Yeah, you don't need any.
There should be no screaming from Darth Vader right there. It's the same thing with this. It should look cool as he comes up, but now I'm like, cool, here he comes, and then, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? If you
and
want to,
Trailbound was right. You know, side by side, when you're looking at it, he made a great point. From NXT, the way they film it and show him rising, you don't see the board. You don't see, they have a different angle for it. I don't know if it's just because of the way that the stage is set and elevated or whatnot, but you don't really see the platform that raises. You just see him rise up. With this, they're so focused on the fake candles, and it makes it look more cartoony than intimidating and gothic. So
yeah, it looks like a board is pushing him up.
Yeah, that's it.
Before it was like a magic trick or something.
Exactly, he just rose from the fog. So,
dude, the main roster people.
It's just one thing after another. I know it's nitpicky, but it's not, because it's a huge part of his entrance, and it makes him look foolish.
Yeah, they are stupid.
And for Alexa Bliss to come out, and now, her, I know she's the host of Mania, but now she's a GM making matches. Not a huge complaint, but just kind of an odd, point of contention there. But it just really, what a last-minute addition to Mania. Like I said, this has just got pre-show written all over it. To have all these teams, thrown in an 8-man tag direction, it's just upsetting. The Usos deserve better, and I know I specifically, like I said, I had my heart set on the Hardys, but I feel like that would have been a match for Mania's sake.
Did you see the pre-show matches?
Another SmackDown.
Did you see they confirmed the pre-show matches? Is that what you just said, or is this
news?
No,
this is just my.
There's breaking news that they confirmed the pre-show matches.
Oh yeah, what do we have listed on there?
I'm dying because I'm still dying from the bear fight. It's all out of shape I am. Let's see. Okay,
because we have 15 matches confirmed so far.
Kickoff pre-show. Women's Battle Royal. Kickoff pre-show. 6th annual Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That's it. How is that possible?
So they'll have more than just those two. They have 2 hours of pre-show.
So they've confirmed both Battle Royals. Why aren't they confirming anything else?
I guarantee that Uso tag match, the SmackDown tag match, and probably the Raw tag match as well.
They're both Fatal 4-Ways.
Pre-show.
Two pre-show, two Battle Royals, and then 2 Fatal 4-Ways. They both
What's
match.
The Fatal 4-Way for the SmackDown one? I know.
Oh, you're right. I'm thinking of the women's match, not the championship.
The women's has the Fatal 4-Way for, yeah. Yeah, for Raw with the Revival, I'm only seeing them against, like I said, Hawkins and
I can't
Ryder.
believe Owens is doing nothing.
Absolutely nothing. He's not even in the Battle Royal.
Why not add him as like the referee of something or whatever? I don't know. It's just weird that he's doing
for
nothing.
The AJ match. Make him the referee for that.
Yeah,
since he was the host of the Kevin Owens show. Yeah, give him something at this point. They at least put Mustafa Ali into the Andre Battle Royal. So I like the Iconics promo tonight. It wasn't amazing by any means, but it was fun. I enjoy them.
It got the job done. I wanted to slap them, and so that worked for me. They're supposed to irritate you. And
yeah,
they pissed me off, and
that works. It's one of those things where you're frustrated, but you're supposed to be.
Yeah,
that's the right effect. It's the right reaction.
I know some people will still say like, no, they're just not good, and that's why they're irritating. But in this day and age, at this point, I think it's at this point you have to say almost, it doesn't matter what it is. If it gets heat, you got to take it nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, were they better in NXT? Sure, but I still enjoy them.
I always thought Billy Kay wasn't very good, but that's just me. I think Peyton Royce is great, though.
Peyton Royce shines brighter than Billy, but that's always been noticeable.
Billy's been good, though, on the mic and stuff like that when she's annoying and stuff. So
she's gotten better.
Yeah, it's her wrestling.
And then as far as The Miz goes, he came out after the Iconics, and I enjoyed everything he had to say. He made it really hit home with saying how he didn't see anything as a cheap plug, and he sees it as something that he did for his family with Ms. and Mrs. This is something he's proud of. He loves his wife. He loves his daughter. And everything he's doing is to, make a stand for his dad. He used to fight for his dad's approval. Now he's fighting for his father's honor. Really good promo from The Miz. And then Shane putting him through, hell with having to face Sanity. Like we said before, I enjoyed the match. I like them going backstage, them fighting on the loading dock and, fighting through the containers and stuff with it raining outside. That was a cool effect. And, seeing Shane, stare down at The Miz from the car, that was cool. And then it even ended with the cop car pulling up with Becky getting out. So the way they just ran into the next thing, I appreciated that.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Again, that was part of the pacing, that it was like something was always turning, something was always moving around, and I really appreciated that pacing that they had tonight on the show. But I don't know what they're gonna do going forward here. But I really, again, still at WrestleMania, I feel like I'm looking forward more to the swerves than anything else. Let me go to the phones. And while we go to the phones, we'll take a look at me getting in a fight with the bear earlier tonight, at the beginning of this show. Because it's funny to see an out-of-shape idiot wrestle a teddy bear. 347's on the phone. What's up, 347?
Hey, what's up? It's Diverse.
Diverse? What's up, Diverse? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Joe? What's up, Jake?
How's it going?
I'm looking down the card here. Very underwhelming. I'm looking down the card. It doesn't look that entertaining to me. I think the only thing they really built was the women's Ronda, that match, and then the Kofi Mania thing. But as far as talent, AJ Styles and Orton, they could definitely do a good match, but there's nothing there. Kurt Angle, fucking terrible choice. And the Usos, they're gonna put that on the pre-show, the 4-way with Ricochet. Look at that. The match has a lot of great wrestlers in it. That's a great match. That could be they always put, do you notice that? They always put a tag team match as one of the openers. Just so they can have a good opening and the crowd likes the first match. But in reality, that's main event quality wrestling.
Yeah, typically, and a lot of times, it has been the Usos on the pre-show and they've killed it. So.
Yeah, with the New Day sometimes, or with the Bar, or whatever.
With the Bar, with the New Day,
old,
yeah,
but,
spot on there.
Yeah.
It's
So, yeah.
No, I don't even know. Fuck it, I have no idea what to say anymore about this build, man. It has not been good. It's another piss poor build to Mania, but a good pay show tonight, I guess.
Do you think since Kevin Owens is not in it, maybe he could come in and interfere in the Kofi match or something?
I wonder what he'll do. I don't know. He's supposed to be going face, but if they flipped him back heel, why would they? If they flipped him back heel again, it would just be like, Jesus, they bailed on him again. He's heel again. He's going Big Show mode at this point.
Well, not so much heel, but maybe just in it for himself, neutral. I don't know, interfere in some way. Maybe he messes up Bryan for some reason. He gets Bryan to win it, so he could beat Bryan for the belt. He doesn't want to beat Kofi for the belt. He wants to beat Bryan or something.
Really?
I don't know.
Wow, that would be because if he attacks Kofi, then people are gonna boo him. It's gonna be a mess. For him.
What happened the last time? Yeah. What happened between did they ever wrestle, Kofi and Kevin Owens?
They did, I thought, in that.
Yeah,
they did. I don't remember.
Oh no, they didn't. It was Mustafa Ali instead.
Not recently, no, but
McNeil
previously.
comes out and replaces. Right, he replaces. He does a replacement thing. But what happens between them? What interaction has there been between Kevin Owens and Kofi besides the awkwardness of getting replaced?
Nothing really. He kind of just was like,
nothing.
I get it, whatever, So yeah, maybe there's something there that we don't know, because I'm surprised he just took it okay, but I knew that they were making him face, so that's a typical face thing. Okay, whatever, I'll just forget about that. But if he was a heel, he would have been like, fuck you, But maybe it's a surprise.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like you said, the only thing that I could look forward to is not really the matches. It's hopefully something happens that's cool. Some turns. It's always cooler, it seems when the face turns heel. For some reason, the fans are supposed to like the faces, but it's cooler. It's more exciting when somebody turns a heel.
Yeah,
I hear you there. A good, change is always welcome, but I'm not sure what we'll get. Who was it on Twitter? I think it was TJ that had said that, tonight Big E came out without a Kofi shirt on for the first time. So he's like, I'm telling you, this means something. Maybe they are trying to, but I don't think they have that much, forethought to, really go ahead and think that far ahead.
Yeah.
But no, Joe, you're right. They added besides the 2 Battle Royal matches, they added the Cruiserweight Championship match between Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese to the kickoff show as well, and everything else is on the main card. So,
wow.
So I stand corrected. I was wrong, but the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match with the Usos, Alistair, and Ricochet, Sheamus and Cesaro, and Rusev and Nakamura will be on the main show as of right now. We have 15 matches in total, and that's without the Revival having a match as well. So
damn, dude, that is.
And of course, the worst booked match I think this year is Lashley and Balor. That killed me. That ruined everything for me with last night. I'm still hung up on the Demon.
Man, that was
devastating. I went back and rewatched it and cried a little.
You're gonna get the Damon. I basically said exactly what he was gonna say. Problem is, I didn't know he was gonna do that weird fucking shit with his tongue. Let's take a donation.
Super Chat Party.
Time to play the Dave.
Mysterio out. Andrade and at Mania.
Mysterio out. Maybe. But if it's just an ankle sprain, then they may just be like, "Yeah, we'll tape it up and I'll get through the match, man. I'll make it happen." You know, I could see Mysterio saying that, and it seemed like that was their plan tonight. Was we're gonna find out last minute, but assume that you're gonna be able to go, because otherwise they would have done something tonight to change it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they have changed it?
You'd never know. They're just. What I heard is that they're waiting to see what will happen, and if he'll make it. Currently, the match.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
Oh snap! Joe is going crazy. Did WWE cause this?
Yes. You know, Casey is raw. I'm not even that crazy tonight. Tonight, I'm just kind of like, whatever. Cruise control, SmackDown, pretty good.
Super Chat.
I don't have a whole lot to say about it.
Joe, the bear kicked your ass. What's up, Jake?
It kind of did, but I got the last laugh at the end, though. Casey is raw. I ended that bitch at the end of that thing. It was all done at the end, Casey.
Bastard had it coming. What's going on, Casey?
He is a bastard, too.
If they used you and Bear from my buddy commercial, LMAO.
They used you and Bear for my buddy commercial. My buddy, yeah, diverse. That'd be funny. My pillow buddy, my own new pillow buddy. You can play. You can be a wrestler.
Super Chat.
Ill Impact.
Hashtag Jove's the bear bitter than Raw.
I agree. I don't know if it beat SmackDown, but it certainly beat Raw. I mean, come on. I'm out of shape. The ceiling is low, by the way. Somebody was like, do a swanton through it. No, I could never do that because the ceiling is low.
A lot of wrestlers were asked, what was the worst move for you to take from an opponent? And most of them said the swanton from Hardy hurt the worst.
Because he just dives on people now.
Yeah, he said that, you know, the full weight impact comes crashing down on you. Out of all moves to take, most of them were unanimous in saying they hated taking the swanton.
Why does he do that now? I don't even get it. He just fucking lands on you.
Here we go.
He just blaze himself off the top rope.
Get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Tony.
I did slightly enjoy SmackDown tonight, but you're more entertaining than what they have shown on the main roster.
I did enjoy it as well. I did. Oh my God. I did enjoy it as well. I agree. Tony, I thought it was okay. Again, I give SmackDown tonight a 5 out of 10, and that's not too bad. So we're moving along. Wednesday night is out of nowhere. This week is going to be a long week, though, man. I'm going to be streaming a shitload. I also got to say thank you to all the patrons who re-signed up. A lot of people had to re-sign up, and so I appreciate you guys for getting back on there. Back up to 245 patrons already. On the road back to 270, 370.
Did Scott McKinnon give the bear your address, Joe?
I bet he did. It was probably him. But Casey is raw. It's usually him, always. Arknolia Strokelbean.
About to get it, man.
Thank you for becoming a $25 patron.
Here we go.
Oh!
You're by far more entertaining than the product. Your rant last night made me feel better.
Thank you.
And love your show. Even though I don't donate, I watch you.
Tony, thanks, man. Well, you're donating now, so that's good. I appreciate that, man. Tony, you're a beast, dude. Thank you so much for dropping a couple bucks.
Hell yeah, every little bit counts.
Arknolia Strokelbean. That's the greatest name ever. And thanks for becoming a $25 patron. Thanks to Ron Booth for going from $1 to $5. John Treadway's Life in Gaming at the $5 mark. Thank you, John Treadway. He's a good dude. Damian Hunter at the 10 mark. Wolfgang Wyman. Thank you guys so much for signing up on Patreon.
Super chat.
Chiziknees.
And Chiziknees using one of them dollars. Thank you, Chiziknees.
Dollar.
Shane O'Mac was furious tonight. Shane ruined the fucking... He should have just kept it an in-ring match. You would have had seen Miz lose.
Yeah. It would benefited Miz, hands down.
You allowed Miz to be able to run away with somebody like that. And by the way, Eric Young did a great job tonight. I got to give it to him. Eric Young, great job. He was
selling excellently, yeah.
Too bad Sanity. What the fuck a joke they made these guys.
I thought they only cleaned up the ring. I didn't know they wrestled anymore. But.
They cleaned up the Miz locker room.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Party.
Time to play the Dave.
Ricochet has a new sound in his entrance now too.
Does he? What is it? A lightning bolt? Are you kidding? I didn't hear that one. Are you serious? God, I hope not.
I didn't catch it, but I wouldn't doubt it.
It's like, why do they do this? You know what I noticed the other night was they didn't have those laser lights. When he puts his hand up and then the lasers come on and it looks awesome. They didn't do that the other night. Now, that may be because the building doesn't have that lighting effect. But I thought WWE hung up their own lighting. So, don't know why.
Maybe they changed it. Or maybe
I
they
hope
didn't
not,
have a chance
that,
to set it up.
When he does that, it looks awesome.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh,
it's Tony again. What's up, Tony?
I give SmackDown a 4/10 just because of the Becky promo and the contract signing. The other stuff I did not care for.
I didn't care for almost any of. I didn't care for the Becky promo that much, to be honest. It was all right.
Like I said, it was okay, but she's cooled off so much. It's hard to really be excited for it.
Awkward. I don't know. Like when she talks and she's just like, "We're here," and she like does her little goofy face. Like I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah, Forbes is right about it. I mean, she's cooled off since the Rumble and everything they've done with the multiple suspensions, getting her injured leg involved, the inclusions of McMahon's, the beat the clock challenge that accomplished nothing, having Ronda talk about wrestling being fake just to generate heat. I mean, those are just a few of the things. Adding in Charlotte to all of this, all the questionable booking decisions. I mean, it really is just an absolute mess. So
convoluted at this point. More than needed to be.
Unfortunately. And that's why Raw's ratings really showed, you saw it firsthand here. I have them somewhere. That they only had a 2% increase from last week, and WWE had projected that they would receive a higher increase in viewership for the go home for Raw. That's why they advertised Batista, Brock Lesnar, and it did nothing to help viewership. They had a 2.639, so that's not good at all. You figure last year they were at a 3.4, I believe it was. So. That we said wasn't good either. We were like, oh, wow, they're down from Raw 25. And
hey, where's all those people who for the last 6 years said to me, don't like it, don't watch it. Don't like it, don't watch it. Oh, guess what? They aren't watching. They're leaving. You're right. We're leaving. And then those people said,
they did it.
Oh, no, you're wrong, Joe. WWE's doing the best they ever did.
Look at how much money they're making.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they are making money, but
that's their favorite, go-to response. But they're making so much money. They sold their soul to Saudi and Fox.
I want all those people from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and especially last year, who said that I was fucking insane. That to look at those numbers. What did you say? 3.4 versus 2.6.
Yep.
That's almost 1 million people. You're talking about almost 750,000 people didn't watch, are not watching now, that watched last year. That's fucking crazy. And cable markets and stuff didn't change that much. So that's not those people. Probably about...
Now you consider, we have, how many? 15 matches at Mania? And that's not even taking an effect and considering the fact that we still have Elias's performance.
Right.
We have... a lot of spectacles for entrances and people that have to be introduced, and Joan Jett performing, and the Hall of Fame has to come out and do their thing again to be recognized once more. And I mean, it's a lot to have to sit through. So for them to sell it to this extent and make everybody interested in everything that's going on, it's a hard feat to accomplish when you have that much to undertake. and they're not doing it. It's just not working. As where years past, like every Mania match essentially mattered in some way, shape, or form, and then you had like your real big mainstays that were the huge, ticket sellers. Now I feel like they have less focus on just the one, and they try and sprinkle it everywhere, and it really just they do too much trying to cram everybody on the show.
Yeah, I mean,
look at the 2 battle royals back to back that we're gonna get. It's ridiculous.
Well, I would assume they go Battle Royal, Cruiserweight, Battle Royal.
Yeah.
But do we need well, I guess it'll be a 2-hour pre-show, and then WrestleMania starts at 7. Just like last year. That's the same as last year.
Yeah.
Why has everybody been saying this will be the longest WrestleMania this year when it's the same time as last year?
I think it'll go a little bit later than last year. Because they don't have an end time, but
that's true. That's the question is what is the last 3 years been? Because this has been the WrestleMania time the last 3 years. This is not new.
Last year went rather long as well.
Somebody will have to time it.
Far over.
Somebody pull the times on WrestleMania and let's see. Because people keep saying this is gonna be the longest WrestleMania ever. I don't know, man. I think the longest one might have been the year before last year. So I don't know if this is really going to be the longest one. But it's going to be maybe second, third, or fourth. 864 is on the phone. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Joe? It's Johnny T.
Johnny T. Holy shit, man. What's up?
What's up? I thought the show had a better pace to it this time. SmackDown always does that.
Yeah.
It always finds a way to outshine Raw in some kind of way, in some kind of form.
Thanks. It's all Road Dogg, man. He knows what he's doing. That's what it is.
Yeah, but have you heard like Triple H speaking on China induction ceremony?
No, what's he saying? I haven't heard it yet.
He's basically saying that tonight, this year is the right time. I said to myself, the right time was about 3 years ago.
Yeah, and the right time would have been by herself probably. And also, he said there never would be really a right time from what we heard in his podcast with Stone
Now
Cold.
he's saying it was a right time simply because, the women are headlining Mania for the first time ever.
He might be right.
She would be thrilled to have that, coincide with her being inducted.
Nah, she would have been thrilled if you'd let her in the door 4 years ago when she was begging for, like, forgiveness and to just come back to her family, as she said, for 2 years on her YouTube channel. So that would have probably been the right time, you knuckleheads. But whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm never going to forget that they bullshitted her. I don't care what anybody says. You can put on a smile and say, oh, all I see is Triple H lying to Owen Hart or Bret Hart's wife on that Bret the Hitman Hart documentary, behind the scenes or whatever it was, or Under the Mat, Beyond the Mat, whichever one it was. I forget which documentary it was. And when Triple H's like, I didn't know anything about it. It's like I don't believe any people. You guys hate her. Now you used her because you're like, oh, we don't have to deal with her. She's gone. So let's go ahead and do it. That's what it is. Because you had the chance millions of times, from her manager to her, reaching out over and over again to the WWE facilities. Whatever. I'm glad she's in with DX, but I will stand for no virtue signaling of how great it is that she's in and all this bullshit, because I really just don't believe it. But that's the fact. That's my facts. Let's play a donation here.
Super chat. Super chat.
Super chat.
Streamlabs is not accepting my card, pouting face.
Really? Well, fucking fuck them. What the fuck, really? What a bunch of cocksuckers, Tony. Especially when, we got to pay for the show here, and they won't even take your money to help out. Thanks, though, man, for the thought. I appreciate it. Carl Matz.
Sup, Joe and Jake SD 5/10, Joe V Bear 8/10.
Wow, Carl, thank you so much, man. I mean, I was a little harsher on myself after watching that back. I'd give me a 6 out of 10, to be honest. I'd probably say the wrestling ring match with the Bear, probably a 7 or 8 out of 10, maybe a 7. I'd give that maybe a 6. Then there was another time I tapped out. I really enjoyed the finish to that one. But
the one where you bled upstairs?
Yes.
That was my favorite.
The tap out at the end kills me. That he has me in the headlock, and then like the quick little tap. Oh my god, that fucking kills me.
Diva Bible just sent me a tweet here too. Let me know that WrestleMania to be held in East Rutherford, New Jersey on Sunday, March 10th, 2019. He said, "Did you see this? They have the wrong date on the contract that Kofi signed, so they can't even get that right."
What the
When they
fuck?
zoomed in on it, it has the wrong date on it and everything. So just a simple little detail, but they can't even get that right. Come on.
That's hilarious.
What the fuck? That's priceless. Like,
who printed that?
Oh,
that's insane.
It even says it right there. I'll retweet it right now. It says March 10th, 2019. Championship match.
You're a mess.
It just
WWE, you're a mess. You're
it's
a
not
mess.
even, yeah, and I like what the person says. It's not even like it's on April 10th. March 10th was Fastlane, so that explains it. But you edit everything but the last sentence.
That's really funny, dude. That's fucking hilarious. WWE star on barely getting to WrestleMania in time. What? WWE star on barely getting WrestleMania time in 9 years. What? Who's that? That's a Wrestling Inc. story.
John Cena is already in New York. He's been seen around the city. So
it says Sin Cara took to this week and reflected on his WWE status going to WrestleMania 35. Sin Cara, who is expected to make his WWE TV return, noted that he's been with the WWE for 9 years and only made one WrestleMania pay-per-view appearance in 9 years. But is he speaking as Sin Cara or Hunico?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like,
is he talking about Hunico or Sin Cara? That's so weird. Maybe both.
You're right, Becky has died down. But you hear about WWE removing a video about Vince's sex charges back in the best era.
No. What sex charges? Whoever pressed sex charges against him is dead now. He called up Jimmy Fly Snuka. He was like,
really?
"Yo, Jimmy, go take care of this guy.
Go handle this for me.
I'll sign your daughter. Go handle this guy. I'll sign your daughter. Tamina will have a job. She walks like cement, but she'll have a job.
Like
you just kill somebody, and
she just plods along and freezes in place. Yeah,
Superfly.
What did you think of the 18-person mixed tag team match tonight? That turned into just a battle royal at the end.
A waste of time to get everybody's face out there. It's okay.
Yeah, it was one of those times where usually I'd complain about it.
It was
but
okay.
Honestly, it was entertaining for what they did. They at least got to reignite some old feuds and flames and whatnot.
Yeah.
Plus, EC3 was on TV, so there's that. He walked right into a side effect and then ate some turnbuckles, you know. And plus, I mean, I guess Vince is really high up on heavy machinery. They're supposed to get some sort of decent push following Mania.
It seems like it, yeah.
So that seems pretty evident at this point.
I love these guys. I love them.
I had some people being like, "Oh, good, Asuka, you know, she got what she deserved tonight, and so she doesn't deserve to be women's champion, but she can essentially win a battle royal, and that's what you want for her." Yeah,
well, this is the consolation. This is. I believe this would mark the I think second or third time if they do it that Asuka gets the sort of the makeup consolation rebuild prize.
Yeah, we screwed you over, but here you go.
Here you go. You're still somebody. See, it's all good. You're still somebody, Asuka. Okay. I was gonna take more calls, but people are just not calling like they were last night. I'm also fucking just done for, man. I don't know what else there is to say about SmackDown.
Yeah, I said that Cena's in New York already. He will be interrupting Elias. Yeah, we forgot. I don't know if I mentioned that before with Elias' performance. So I mean, we got a Cena moment. There's just a lot that's going to happen. Undertaker was talking. I guess Pritchard had said that they wanted to have a podcast going at some point with the Undertaker. And the idea was refused by Vince and WWE.
They wanted to have a say that again. They wanted to have what?
He wanted to have a podcast.
Oh shit! Deftones.
Figure it
out.
Figure it out. Finger it out. Finger it out.
At least we have NXT to look forwards to. I think the UK title match may steal the show. This WrestleMania looks so bad. I'm so happy I didn't pay $800 per ticket to go to this shit show. I don't even want to watch it on the network, let alone in person.
I don't want to be there either, Deftones. I don't want to be at WrestleMania. A lot of people jumping on bandwagons to go to Mania. Like, we're going to be at Mania. Everyone out there is buying tickets in New York to go to Mania. They haven't watched the product in a fucking million years. They don't know how shitty this is. It's so funny.
They're going to get drunk and
people
have
just
a good time,
going to drunk and tailgate and maybe get some pussy on the side or something.
You're going to a fireworks show with some wrestling. You know, think about it. The pyro's great. And
most people don't know what the fuck is going on. I've talked to
some people think it's just a Joan Jett concert. They're not sure.
Is Joan Jett here?
Eating avocado toast, Joe and Jake.
Finger it out! Finger me out! Thank you. The Goon! What's up, Goon? How you doing, brother? Good to hear from you, beast. The Goon.
About to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man.
Shit, they're really coming in now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tony.
What's up, Tony? Tony Chimmel.
I've been watching since the early 90s. With Sable and some other women he hired. One is alive still who is married to the worst champion ever.
Yeah. Can you imagine what Sable looks like at home when Lesnar gets home and he's like, did you cook? Is the kid taken care of? Because, like, Brock don't give a shit. Brock's like, I'm going out hunting, honey. Take care of the kid. I don't give a fuck.
Honey, he probably calls her bitch.
Oh, my God, dude.
He's not
Jake
loving.
said that, Brock. It wasn't me. Jake DeMarco in Connecticut. Brock. Probably have a meeting with Vince in Connecticut at some point. Probably get to his house really easy. Rip that fucking
it's not
window.
far at all.
This window back here, right through that window, and choke him.
Think Teresa Chance Ronda wins someday?
Get a bunch of fruit.
Because Fox wants her on SmackDown. That way the night after Mania Ronda has to choose between the belts and chooses the SmackDown one. Also Joe the Wings beat the Penguins again. What the fuck is going on? And sup Jake?
I don't know, all of a sudden Detroit's doing well, but I'll tell you what, the Bruins beat the shit out of the Blue Jackets tonight. Zach Connor, thank you for the donation. And no, Ronda is not winning.
Slammed.
I don't think Ronda's winning. She's going to come back probably later in the year to be on that show.
Yeah, Becky's the chosen one. We've heard that multiple times.
Nothing to say, but I had this free super chat.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Deftones. Yeah, I think if you combine them, you can say something. If you just use the $1, it's going to be dollar drops. Thank you, Deftones. Appreciate that. Jake, do you have any final thoughts on SmackDown and all this bullshit tonight?
What was the Undertaker thing? Yeah, so Conrad Thompson, who is with Bruce Pritchard's Something to Wrestle With podcast, he trademarked.
They follow us on YouTube. They sub us on YouTube. What's up, Connor? Nah, Connor, seriously, good guy. Something to Wrestle With. Bruce
Great
Pritchard.
show. And he trademarked the Dead Man Talking. And he said it was not to start a podcast. Instead, he wanted to do a speaking engagement with The Undertaker at StarCast called Dead Man Talking. However, he revealed that WWE did not agree to it being filmed, and the plans for The Undertaker's stage show were scrapped. So WWE refused to let him do it.
Wow.
And they said, so it would be Brother Love and The Undertaker telling old stories from 1990 to 2008. 20 years of stories that should be a winning formula.
That would have been awesome.
Undertaker loved the idea. He loved the idea and the name Dead Man Talking. I thought that was tremendous. Nobody owned it, so I trademarked it, Conrad says. I didn't put it out there that I trademarked it, but I guess someone in the wrestling space just decides to scour all these different trademarks for wrestling and saw the application come through. WWE found out, and they put the kibosh on it. So,
wow.
It says right here, WWE rejects The Undertaker's major proposal for speaking engagements.
Conrad,
so that could be why he's not showing at Mania as well. I mean, we heard Vince was agitated with The Undertaker.
Hey, Conrad, how about you stop gobbling up all the good talent and shit? How about you let me scour the fucking dirt sheets with somebody once?
Well, you figure he's involved,
God damn it.
He's associated with AEW as well. So that could be why Vince is really pissed off that, oh, Taker's working with Conrad and he's with AEW and doing StarCast and all this stuff. Like, I can see that also being a reason. We know Vince is petty. Why else would Taker not be having a match or something to do at Mania?
That's a good point.
The only reason I could see him not having a match is because he's injured, and we know he's going to wrestle in May. So, I mean, even last year when we weren't sure if he'd be able to go, he still had a 2-minute match with Cena. Him not having a match at Mania is just huge. That's monumental to me. I do not quite understand in my broken brain. I'm dying to know the real reason as to why.
I don't know, man. Or this is a big trick and like it's a big smoke show. Maybe I don't know.
But what are they going to do? Like, they don't even have anybody challenging him at this point to set a possibility up. He's going to come out there, and then Cena comes out and says, we do it again. They do the same thing as last year.
Vince wants a big surprise. Vince wants a big surprise. That could just be it. I'm Vince McMahon. I want a big surprise.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if he came out to interrupt somebody and gave a tombstone, but I don't see a match happening at all. Like that, I 100% don't see being possible. Like I said, 0% chance in my mind for a match to happen. Interruption, maybe, he'll appear and do something, but...
It's Kane interrupting, I'm donating.
Whose dick do I gotta suck to get a good show on Sunday? I mean, I'm serious, I'll suck the hell out of someone's cock to give us a great show on Sunday. NXT will be leaps and bounds better than Mania. If it's not, I'll come on here, live on the show, and take a shit.
Well, you know something? Dick has herpes. That's why just watch Friday night. You'll be watching Friday night. You'll be having a good time. And then just consider Sunday. Consider WrestleMania a bonus. And you'll feel a lot better about everything, I think. Dick has herpes. Thank you for that donation. Jim Cornette's penis has herpes, actually. I heard Jim Cornette had herpes. Hopefully Ray's all right. I mean, he can make it after all this build and shit, but it's just, I don't know. But speaking of Rey Mysterio, we got the 619 on the phone right now. What's up, 619?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man? I enjoy your channel. I just saw your channel.
Cool, man. I just saw a stripper.
For real?
No, I'm just kidding. No, what's going on, man? What do you got?
Dang, huh?
I didn't know my mom.
Yeah, I'm just in my bed. I'm about to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long day. I've been beating my meat. You hit the balls, right? Yeah.
How old are you?
That's it. I'm bored.
Well,
how old am I?
Well, Jake actually does this all the time. Jake, what he does is, if you look at him, everybody, take a good look at him. That is Jake DeMarco, listeners. And what he does sometimes on a Friday night is he goes out and he buys the most fantastic oils that you've ever seen. And he applies them to his private parts in his hairy body. And he begins to rub and massage himself slowly. And when he comes, it also comes out of his eyes. Yeah, baby. And I mean, a lot of people don't know that, but I do.
Ooh.
It's a very creepy call from a person who sounds very creepily like, I'm not even going to comment. I feel like it just don't say anything about that.
Skip.
Oh, my God. I don't want to say anything because I don't know how old that person was, so I'm not going to comment.
Good old Dave Meltzer said, John Cena may interrupt Elias. He heard some things.
Yeah, I mean,
like he says
dude,
now, like,
we've already laid this out for everybody.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks, Dave.
John Cena might interrupt him. Undertaker might interrupt him. Lars Sullivan might interrupt him.
Oh, no.
WM35 is tied for second with WM6 and WM7 in terms of having the longest WrestleMania match.
Okay.
Card.
CJ Crum did some work. 35 is tied for the second with WrestleMania 6, WrestleMania 7. In terms of having the longest WrestleMania match card? No, well, I don't want the card. I want the running time.
Yeah, but that is interesting that those two pay-per-views, because you think older WrestleManias had fewer matches, but
they had a lot of them. No, the old ones had a lot. Dude, like WrestleMania 1 is crazy. There's like fucking
it's really stacked.
It's like 13, 15 matches or something. 15 probably. I don't know.
I think it's 12.
Jake doesn't have vision. He has jizzin.
That's crazy.
Someone wrote in the chat. That's crazy. Guys, tomorrow night is out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Huge.
Big show tomorrow night.
Special guest calling in. That's right. Drew McIntyre will be here.
Yeah, man.
Making his prediction. It's how he's going to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
It's going to be a big night, man. Listen, I'm going to let some
all
stuff.
Our predictions.
I'm going to let some stuff play for you guys. We're going to be doing our WrestleMania predictions tomorrow night, Wednesday night, right here on the Joe Cronin Show for Out of Nowhere with Jake, DeMarco, me, and Connor from OKFabe. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a good night. And we will see you then. But I'm going to stay on here and leave you guys with some of what happened at the beginning with the Bear and also the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar ending last year during the 2K stream.
Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Stay sexy.
It was classic. And your neighbor's house on fire still, Jake?
Yeah, they actually just got done right as SmackDown was getting off the air. They were cutting the roof off with a chainsaw, so it was nuts.
Fuck, dude, the pictures you sent me were insane.
Yeah, luckily everybody's okay, but we get back from practice and the whole street is blocked off, and I'm like, I gotta get home.
Wouldn't it be funny if they pulled a lion out of there or something? I don't know. What the fuck's going on over there?
Well, they have a farm of donkeys, just
All right, man. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Alrighty.
What's up, everybody? Enjoy. This was the beginning that you might have missed, and then I've got some stuff to play you guys as well after that. So stick around because I'm playing some clips.
I really don't know where Joe is. We got to start this review. Keep hearing a bunch of commotion. Come on, Joe. We got to go. Everybody's waiting. Joe? Oh, God.
Son of a bitch. Oh! Son of a bitch. You think you can fucking attack me in my own house? You gonna attack me? Think you can attack me in my own house? Huh? Oh. Right across the wood, you stupid idiot. Right across the wood. Huh? Huh? Welcome to the fun house, you fucking idiot.
Joe's got to remember that bear has a family. My God, right through the table. Bear's not getting up from that one, folks.
Told you didn't listen. He didn't listen. He didn't listen. You fucking stupid bear. Off! You know what? You know what I think we're gonna do? I think we're gonna... Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh, God, my elbow. Oh, God, my elbow. Oh, God. 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 Oh, God, no. Oh, God. Oh, 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 oh.
Super chat. Super chat.
Oh snap, Joe is going crazy. Did WWE cause this?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I said from the get-go, this is so personal. I knew the bear was out for blood.
Super chat party.
Mysterio out. Andrade and at Mania. Cross fingers.
Oh, Oh, God. Oh, God. I got a fucking review to do. Fuck.
I stepped away to call security. They should be there any moment, but it looks like it's no longer needed. The bear lies in ruin. The house destroyed. This rivalry couldn't be any more personal between these two. Bad blood is an understatement, folks. Let's just hope Joe's okay so that we can get on to
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out.
And now, Reigns going to work on Lesnar's hands. Right back into a front face lock now. Roman scooping up Lesnar. And a running slam into the turnbuckle. And a power slam. By the big, oh my goodness, Lesnar back up.
And Reigns all fucking day.
Lesnar caught him with a knee to the face. Lesnar now with Reigns. Look at that throwaway gut wrench. Lesnar with Roman Reigns. This is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Now he's going to work on those injured ribs and back again. Driving the knee into the big dog's abdomen. Roman Reigns covering or being covered by Lesnar, but he kicks out at 2. Brock Lesnar. Look at this. Look at them taunting Roman Reigns. This is the biggest fight in the world. Lesnar with Reigns. Oh, snake eyes into the turnbuckle. Brock Lesnar with Roman Reigns and a big right hand by the Beast. And now, look at that. Side suplex. Snapmare by Lesnar. What in the world is keeping these guys going here? Roman Reigns with a counter. He elbowed Lesnar to the head, and Lesnar now reverses it. Lesnar caught Roman Reigns, the back of his head off the canvas, and Reigns again kicks out, and Lesnar can't believe it. Most of the fans right now behind Lesnar. Lesnar with a big boot again to the ribs. Making it no secret what he's been going after in this one. And again, another gut wrench to the lower back in the rib area. Roman Reigns may have broken ribs. Certainly. And now Reigns with just malice and absolute determination, pounding fists into the flesh. Reigns with Brock Lesnar with Reigns, has him up again for another powerbomb. And once again, Lesnar's going to try for this trifecta combination. He hits it. 3 power bombs in a row on the big dog, who's in the center of the ring and maybe unconscious. 1, 2, Roman Reigns. Roman freaking Reigns kicked out again. Lesnar setting him up. Reigns is dazed. Lesnar with Roman Reigns now in the center of the ring. F5 on Roman Reigns. Lesnar with the cover 1. And oh my goodness, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns kicked out of an F5. And a double leg takedown by the big dog. Lesnar is down. Roman Reigns with a right hand. And Superman punch missed.
Lesnar blocked it. He just absorbed it. And now Reigns with that face lock, with that chin lock. Lesnar might be out though. He might have put him out. No, Lesnar kicks out at 2. My goodness, Roman Reigns went for that Superman punch, and Lesnar just simply blocked it with his hands and sidestepped him. But now a boot to the face. Roman Reigns finally in control. He scoops up Lesnar from the ground with a sit-out powerbomb. Roman Reigns just picked Lesnar up from the sitting position into a powerbomb. And now, with the submission, with that scissor leg lock in the center of the ring. And my goodness, we almost lost power. We're back. This is an incredible matchup right now. Reigns with a huge right hand to Lesnar's face. Reigns scooping up Lesnar. Michinoku driver. He hooks a leg. 2. Oh, and Lesnar again refusing to die. This is the most incredible thing I've ever seen, folks. Roman Reigns, a Superman punch out of nowhere. Roman Reigns hit the Superman punch. Lesnar looks like he might be out. Roman Reigns is working on the knees now of Lesnar. He's got him set up here. Roman Reigns with a gut wrench this time. Turnabout's fair play as Roman Reigns hits Lesnar with a gut punch. The big dog is stalking Lesnar in the corner. Spear by Roman Reigns. No, Lesnar sidestepped the spear. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, Roman Reigns kicked out. There is no end to this violence. Brock Lesnar avoided the spear of Roman Reigns and is now in control of Reigns. Reigns with a block in a right hand and a spear! This time Roman hit it! Roman Reigns hit the spear! 2, 3, Roman Reigns is the new WWE Universal Champion! My goodness! There's the spear earlier that Roman Reigns hit on Brock Lesnar. It didn't put him away then. This was one of the most incredible matches ever. Simply amazing as SummerSlam starts to begin. There's Lesnar going for the cover. He was out of breath there. Reigns would eventually barely get that left shoulder up. Reigns would go on to miss a spear, fight back, and deliver a spear out of nowhere on Brock Lesnar. You just witnessed one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in a video game or in real life. My name is Joe Cronin. It's time to get to real SummerSlam now. I'll see you guys live here on my channel after this so we can talk about WWE SummerSlam. Being set up right to the buckle by Goods, whose lower back, he's in pain, he's been caned in the head, and he won't give up. Here comes Goods. Outside the ring. Oh my! Did you hear that shot? It sounded like a home run. It's back, and it's gone! Drop kick off the top rope, Teddy Goods!
Man, how's the referee supposed to handle this?
Oh no, over the top rope! Outside! Danny Miles to the outside! All the members of the big timers on the outside now! And it's work time as Tommy Dreamer! Oh man! Jeremy into the corner! Here we go! Danny Miles over here! Oh, he just saw a bunch of water! Tommy Dreamer spitting in the eyes! And he clobbered Danny Miles with the water!
Now.
And now Dustin off the rope! Ducks under a clothesline, reverse neck breaker down! Goes Chris Mordeski! Dustin 1, 2! Oh, he almost got him! He almost got him! Dustin Starr, you talk about Jerry the King Law, you talk about Memphis, you talk about wrestling. And here comes Chris Mordeski, obviously with no care, no respect for the... Oh man, look out! Dustin just thrown over the top rope! He may have broken his ankle! He landed on the ankle! Oh, how terrible would it be right now if Dustin was unable to continue because of that ankle. You saw the way he landed out there. Referee counting. The fans trying to get behind Dustin, but I'll tell you what, it didn't look good the way he landed on that ankle.
And now Dickinson, oh, what a chop! Across the chest. Huge chop, and now here we go. Dickinson with Chuck O'Neal over here to the barricade. Wow, my goodness! We are in a baseball field. That might have been a home run. Dickinson sending Chuck O'Neal reverse. Oh, Dickinson!
Great reversal by Chuck O'Neal.
Right into the steel barricade. On the face of Latasha. Here comes Skylar. She moved. Latasha here face. Oh man! A kick right to the face. My goodness! 1, 2. No! Skylar kicked out. She may not have got all of it.
Here are very symbolic of that decrepit, sick, and sadistic wrestler that we're staring at right now. Look at the eyes under the mask of Nightmare Jeremiah. And here he comes. Oh my goodness, he took a shot and it didn't even faze him. Joe came
back, a headbutt to Webb. He holds on to him. And now, oh man, good, wait a minute. Webb, look out! Right through the tables.
That's it. That's gonna be it.
Get some of these matches out there for you. So here's a fan cam of Danny Miles and Teddy Goods. You can pick up this event, guys, on TopRopePromotions.com. Danny Miles, shoulder tackle by Goods, sends Miles to the outside. TopRopePromotions.com, guys, for all the DVDs of these events. Multi-cam shots professionally done. Don't miss this hot wrestling action as Tony P is telling Danny Miles to get himself back in the ring. Again, guys, my name is Joe Cronin. This is Top Rope Promotions. Danny. Oh, wow. Just derogatory stuff from the fans to Danny Miles, who has treated them just as bad, quite frankly. And now the infamous family show chants coming from the crowd. Yes, it is PG here. We don't want to be saying things like that. But sometimes the wrestlers get hot and the fans, in turn, paying back Danny Miles, who's got Goods locked up in the corner. Tony P to a fort. Danny Miles has to break it up. This match, what a cheap shot there by Danny Miles.
Disadvantage because they've never seen Slick Wagner Brown and Bobby Ocean. They don't believe. And Hollister, oh my goodness! Oh, Hollister! Hollister tried to roll to the outside. Unbelievable! Hollister was rolling to the outside, and then Slick Wagner Brown.
Hollister's down. He might not get up. Hollister's is back up, Joe.
Malonis is back up, and he just clobbered Nick Steele. This is ridiculous. This can't be happening right now. Come on. Why is this? Brian Malone is choking out to Tony P. Someone's going to help.
We get some
this
help.
Is ridiculous.
We're going to get some help out here.
This This is crazy. They're attacking Nick Steele. We need more referees. We need more refs. This is dangerous. These two guys are like the size of skyscrapers. Oh, no. No. Somebody's got to help Nick Steele. This is crazy. They're going to break this man.
Now the collar elbow tie reversed around for the wrist lock, the arm. And now reversed by Casanova. Wrenching the wrist, trying to get in there, trying to dig at it to try to snap something. And now Marcellia to the corner. He goes up and under. Now back around. What an arm drag takedown. Another one. I spoke with him earlier. And it's a great shirt. His gear is amazing. Look how tilt-a-whirl. Vinny trying to get out of it. And he does. Oh, what a Russian leg sweep he turned it into. What a move by Vinny Marcellia. Oh, my goodness. Casanova right to the outside. Who's dancing now? What a reversal by Vinny Marcellia, who comes outside the second rope. He tackled Casanova right into those chairs. And now Casanova in this company. And look at that, he's going to let the kids hold the belt. Teddy Good. Oh my God, The Undertaker looks like he's on drugs. Did you see that?
He looks vicious, Joe. Absolutely vicious.
Dude, he looks like William Regal. He looks so wrong right there. Oh man, The Undertaker stomping on Cena, and he's still got that hair, man. Undertaker's hair is flowing. A big suplex there by The Undertaker. And a stomp right to the midsection. Let's see if I can fix this here. Undertaker stomping on Cena, and he's still got that hair, man. Undertaker's hair is flowing.
Graphics be damned. Those locks are beautiful, Joe.
Right? Then a big boot to the face by The Undertaker. This is what Cena wanted at WrestleMania, and now Cena's going to get it. Short clothesline there. Or shoulder
big
tackle.
Boot seemed to cause some swelling around Cena's surgically repaired nose.
Yeah, right. Remember that? He got tooled. And a big suplex executed by John Cena. There's a lot of kids in the front row in this game.
There are. At the request of John Cena. Those are actually all Make-A-Wish fans.
Oh, are they? Well, and there's one chair there, empty chair of one that, well, Cena with the side headlock. And now Undertaker with a headlock. Cena separating. Wow, the graphics in 18 are so much better. Look at that. Cena turned it into a cross body almost. Turned it around on The Undertaker. He went to slam him, and now big snapmare.
Something we don't normally see in John's repertoire there. Wasting no time getting back to taking it right to The Undertaker.
Look at the size of The Undertaker's leg. Cena grabbed hold of one of the legs of The Undertaker to snap it there. Cena's and The Undertaker's leg is about the size of Cena almost. What a German suplex! Off the top rope by The Undertaker.
Undertaker channeling his inner Brock Lesnar there, taking John to Suplex City.
And a big shot.
Look at the guy in the back. We see a clear JCS sign as well.
What do you guys think in the chat? Who's winning this match, Undertaker or Cena? I don't know. It's up to the... Look at that. Big hip toss there by Cena on the dead man. That guy in the front row has... what a back body drop, too, now by Taker. There's something wrong with the guy in the about 3 rows back. Cena delivering a shot to the... right to the ribs there on the Undertaker.
Probably had too much of our terrible tap beer, Joe.
I would agree. Possibly could. Well, look at this. Oh, my goodness. What did he... I didn't even see that. Was that a Canadian Destroyer?
That's what it looked like from here.
What in the world was that? I actually looked down, and I can't believe that was in this game. Big shoulder there by Undertaker.
They put the announce table so far back, Joe. They look like ants.
And now a sidewalk slam by the Undertaker. What's the dead man going to do now? Cena down in the center of the ring. Undertaker with a boot right between the eyes of John Cena. The match Cena wanted. A double axe handle now. And Undertaker stomping again. Right in the face. Cena right back up to his feet now. To the buckle goes Cena. Undertaker.
Irish whip to the corner.
He followed it up. What's going to happen here? Cena in a dangerous position on the top rope.
Undertaker setting it up nicely.
He's going all the way up, his Undertaker. What a suplex right off the top rope by
Dear
the Undertaker.
God, Undertaker taking it right to him.
1, 2. Oh, very close there.
Wow. Just barely able to kick out at 2.
Incredible stuff. And what a shot to the face of the Undertaker. He might have just knocked out Cena.
This looks like nothing like the Undertaker that lost last year to Roman Reigns, Joe.
Look at the viciousness of the Undertaker. A couple of knee strikes, and how the hell is Cena? Reverse the Undertaker, and look out! John Cena!
He gets the suplex in on the Undertaker. Again, wasting no time, bringing the Undertaker to his feet here. What's John planning on doing next? Gets him up. Another suplex, Joe. He's bringing a world of pain to the dead man.
Absolutely. Now Cena going to the corner here. Undertaker. Oh, he missed with that strike. Did you see? He missed, and he made a mistake because now Cena with a clothesline, and he might have knocked out the Undertaker. Well, that's a mistake you don't see the Undertaker make very often. The Undertaker completely missed with a right hand. And now Cena suplexes the dead man.
The American Badass getting sent to his ass for a 3rd time. Another suplex delivered from John Cena right to the dead man.
Look at this.
What's going on here?
Another suplex by Cena.
Number 4. Forget the comments of Suplex City before we said with the Undertaker, Joe.
Yeah, he might have watched Brock Lesnar, what he did to the Undertaker a few years ago, and he's going to Suplex City himself on Taker.
He took notes on the eat, sleep, conquer, defeat the streak quote from Paul Heyman.
You should take notes. You should take notes from me on how to pleasure your wife.
She says it's more than adequate, Joe.
Okay. Cena now into the buckle, sternum first. And now, look at that. Cena has been relentless. He followed that up. And now what's Cena doing? Oh, my God! Sit down powerbomb. 1, 2. So close for John Cena. And Cena's
cannot believe the Undertaker kicked out there.
Look at Cena. Look at how tired he is. Look at how much that took out of him to pick up the Undertaker in a powerbomb. That was incredible. And
that's
now,
right. The Undertaker's hair does have a mind of its own.
Might have separated that right there, the kneecap or ACL of the Undertaker. And here we go. It's a little 5-knuckle shuffle action from Cena. And right between the eyes. It's on point from Cena, and he's waiting for it. Look at
Cena
this.
sets it up. Can he nail it here?
He's got Taker. Attitude adjustment. This could be it. 2. Oh, the Undertaker kicked out. John
Cena looks irate. What can he do to keep the dead man down? Going to the top rope.
He's not wasting any time. He's staying on the Undertaker.
Dead man coming to his feet.
Crossbody off the top rope from Cena. And now, perhaps he'll try again. Oh, wait a minute. Back body drop by the Undertaker. Now the Undertaker's just absolutely crushing down on that
Pressure point of the neck of Cena, rather. Man, what the hell do you have to do? And now comes The Undertaker's choke slam.
He got all of it there. Cena apparently whispered that Michelle McCool is my bitch, and Undertaker not taking it lightly.
This might be better than the real match we see at Mania. Undertaker with Cena. He got him up. And a last ride by The Undertaker. Cena's lifeless body dragged to the center of the ring. 1, 2. Oh, is Cena kicked out?
My God, he kicked out. Undertaker severely frustrated.
Holy crap!
Mr. Hustle, loyalty, and respect not giving up.
Both of these men kicking out of their finishing maneuvers. And now, just like Cena tried to do, The Undertaker staying on Cena. But now Cena wrenches the arm of The Undertaker and now whips him to the buckle with a determined look. Hello, wait a second. The Undertaker grabbed the arm. Oh, a kick to the back of the head. Man, I'll tell you what, put the kids to bed. Put the kids to bed. It's all on the line right now. Both of these guys, back and forth, seesaw matchup. Using every possible big move in their arsenal at this point. And look at the torque on the neck now. Cena's neck and his head has absolutely been a target for The Undertaker, and now stomping on the side of the face, softening up that neck and head. And now Cena reverses The Undertaker. This is unbelievable. And now Cena rights to the head of The Undertaker.
We haven't seen this level of tenacity from John Cena in quite some time. Here he goes.
And now Undertaker's up. Wait a second. He reversed the tombstone DDT by John Cena. I think Undertaker was going for the tombstone. And now Cena, gut wrench, powerbomb. I'll tell you what, so far, if there's one word to describe this match between John Cena and The Undertaker at WrestleMania on the Joe Cronin Show, it's power. Oh, whoa, what a shot by The Undertaker right to the ribs. And look out! DDT!
One hell of a
Undertaker!
swing DDT. Here we go for another pinfall.
That might be it. The head. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I thought he... Oh, man. Undertaker didn't get him.
I thought that was it, Joe. I thought that was it.
I thought we were going to get the payoff after The Undertaker had softened up the head of Cena, and then to drop him on that DDT. And there's a big sidewalk slam by the Taker, and he just right there, he just stared at John Cena like, what in the hell do I have to do here? This match is off the page right now, folks. Undertaker with a boot to Cena's head. Now picking him up. Look at that over the top. Arm drag by Cena. I don't know if that can get it done. And Undertaker grabbing the rope. Wait a second. Wait a
Undertaker
second.
had the rope
Wait
there.
a second. Oh my goodness. There's going to be controversy here. Son of
John
a bitch.
Cena stealing a victory from The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Son of a bitch, no! Undertaker grabbed the rope, the referee never saw it! Unbelievable, no!
The veteran Undertaker used the ring awareness, reached the ropes, and the referee just did not see him do so.
That's earlier when the Undertaker spiked the head of John Cena. We thought it might be over right there because of how Undertaker had softened the blow. He couldn't believe he didn't get the pin. Look at this. Over the top, shoulder drag, arm drag, and look at that's all it was, a simple little move. And Taker, after a one, grabbed the rope. The referee, look at the referee. He never sees it. John Cena knocked his arm off the rope. And by then, the referee looked up, and he didn't see it. It was gone. But Taker got his arm on the goddamn rope. John
The
Cena.
fans chanting bullshit in unison.
This is, I gotta say it, that was absolute bullshit. John Cena. I'll tell you what, I don't know if even Cena knows that The Undertaker got his arm on the rope. That referee has some explaining to, are they together? What the hell's going on right now? What's gonna happen tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw when they see everybody here saw The Undertaker grab the rope? Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
What the fuck was that, bro?
I cannot believe he grabbed the rope.
What was that?
The fans demanding a rematch as John Cena steals a victory from The Undertaker. Tune in tomorrow night at Monday Night Raw to see what happens.
I can't even fucking deal with what
I
just
can't
happened.
believe that he grabbed the rope and the ref actually didn't see it.